Yeah, what's going on, man? It is your boy, man, JoeNoJoseph, and I'm back at it again with another one, all right? Today, man, we're checking out the I Pranked the News and Niko Omilana, okay, video, man. I'm super hyped to see this, bro. The homie is trying to run for office, and he deserves to get some respect out here, so I'm gonna need everybody to start putting respect on my guy's name, no cap. Let's see what he talked about, man. Let's check this video out.
Yeah, that's me right there on BBC News wearing children's glasses, and this is the story of how I somehow managed to finesse myself into this position using, well, dick jokes. But to make sure you guys fully understand, I'm gonna start from the very beginning.
From one BBC to another. Oh wow,
Niko
really throwing it back.
Is NDL, a movement so powerful it dominates the comments of every live stream on YouTube. But how can we take it to the next level? Well, what's NDL backwards? It's LDN, it's London. So NDL times the London Mayor campaign is written in the stars.
Come on, baby. No cap.
So this has been in the works for ages. Originally, the London Mayor election was set to take place in April 2020. In 2019, I first teased the fact that I was going to run for London Mayor in the background of a random YouTube video. In my merch in 2019, I put NDL 2020 as a nod to the election to come, and you guys have just been walking around promoting my campaign without even realizing. I also teased the slogan for the whole campaign when I pranked the sidemen, and that slogan was "Coming in hot." That's our new slogan, because we very much are coming in hot. London isn't ready. My content was all leading up to the 2020 mayor election until March 13th, 2020, when the election was postponed until 2021 because of the pandemic.
Yo, this dude is
later,
crazy.
On March 10th, 2021, we were back in business. See, to run for London Mayor, you need 2 signatures from every London borough. So I asked for help from the NDL on my Instagram, and luckily, you guys assisted me. I then had to hand in the signatures along with a £10,000 deposit to the City Hall, which I'll only get back if I get 5% of the votes. But with this done, I was officially running for London Mayor. All that was left to do was announce it to the public. I'm Niko Omilana, founding father and supreme leader of the Niko Defence League, and I'm running for Mayor of London. As you can see, I'm taking this extremely seriously. Everything up until this moment has been a warm-up, a light jog, a walk in the park, but now we're about to take over the nation's biggest city. There is no greater leader in this country than me, so please, my friends, vote Niko for Mayor of London on May 6th, or your breath stinks. All right, make sure you're registered.
Yo, this dude is good,
please.
man.
You don't want to miss out on this one.
This dude is good, bro.
And after this, social media went wild. Everyone was talking about it, and the people were supporting me. It was being covered by YouTubers.
Are you voting for Niko? Who isn't?
The thing is, though, he actually has a good chance of getting elected.
Come on! Niko for mayor?
Niko has to be the mayor of London. That would be awesome.
Niko is going to be the mayor of London.
To full-blown organizations, everything was positive until the BBC News broadcast.
Well, nominations have now closed, and we can tell you that there's a record number of candidates standing. No less than 20. It's quite a starting lineup. Niko Omilana.
They said my name wrong. I can't believe it. It's Niko, not Niko. I don't know how many times I have to say this. I thought they were professional. Every single person on this list had their names pronounced right except for me, which makes me question, why am I different to anyone else? And then I figured it out. I'm the youngest person on this list, which means the BBC don't take young people serious, and to make matters worse, they only seem to be interviewing the big parties, which means they don't want to give the little guy a voice. So BBC, it seems like you've messed with the wrong young little guy, because I'm gonna make you pay.
Imagine he gets it. Imagine he actually, this works.
So why am I running for London Mayor? Well, young people aren't taken seriously in politics because the government don't give us a voice, but we have a voice, my friends. So I'm trying to see what happens when we make as much noise as possible together. And we're starting with the BBC. On arrival, the police tried stopping us, but they were too weak as we had a message so strong which we needed to put out to Twitter. This tweet was going to apply pressure to the BBC.
Uh-oh.
Hello, BBC. I'm Niko Omilana, and I'm stood here outside your offices, and I'm not leaving until I get an interview. See, I've actually taken all precautions necessary to come into any single one of your studios because I am outraged. Not only are you giving my competition airtime, but also you pronounce my name wrong, which is something I cannot forgive. It's time to give young people a voice, BBC. From one BBC to another, make the right choice and interview me. Niko Omilana, your future London mayor. The tweet immediately took off. People were tweeting the BBC, trying to get their attention. It was great. But on ground levels, things weren't going so well.
What's from one BBC to
So I am my own BBC. I'm just trying to get an interview with the BBC.
Well, if you want an interview, the only way you can get one of those is by the website. No members of the public or any visitors are allowed into the building at the moment because there's special provisions in place.
This security guard was trying to tell me that what I wanted to do was impossible, so I decided to ignore her and prove her wrong. Surely someone from the BBC was going to see this inspirational sign and come out to speak to me. Just from one BBC to another, help a brother out, man. Excuse me, sir. Can you help out? BBC, excuse me. Are you part of the BBC? Excuse me, my friend.
What? What are you doing?
I'm trying to get an interview.
You have to go through a proper procedure.
This is a proper procedure. I'm outside BBC. They all thought that their BBC was bigger than mine, and therefore they just ignored me like I was invisible. It wasn't right. I think I'll be here every day. I think I'll be here for a long time. Oh my gosh, we're never gonna get this interview. My hands started shaking in pain. I couldn't carry the board any longer, and I needed to do something about it. Can you hold this board for me for just literally 5 minutes? Let's go, boys. There's more of us now, BBC. Let's go.
What do you think, like, in your future you can do something for the
Yeah, no, I can. I see you're taking what I'm saying serious. I can see I'm inspiring you a little bit. I can see that little twinkle in your eye. But my friends, please like the video. 1 like is 1 vote for me. Let's see how many votes we can get. You also get 10 years of good luck, so like the video now and subscribe. Thank you. I was starting to make a connection to the people, and with that, I started to believe that maybe I could get someone's attention from the BBC. Maybe all of this wouldn't be for nothing. I'm trying to speak to the people at BBC to try and get an interview. Can you make that happen? No. Okay, all of this was for nothing. I literally stood outside a building all day for no reason. We have been here for hours, and quite frankly, I'm sick of it. No one seems to be coming out of the building now either. So I just feel like I'm wasting my time. It was time for me to leave and plan bigger. I'll be back, BBC. This isn't over. Despite not much happening for me outside the building, on social media, things were getting somewhere. The tweet got the BBC's attention, and members of the BBC actually started tweeting me, but nobody was offering me an interview at the BBC offices, so we needed to go bigger. Day 2, we're back outside the BBC because we need an interview. We've upgraded. This is a big upgrade. Niko for mayor, right outside the BBC. Ladies and gentlemen, we got an electronic billboard van with my face on it. Look at my huge biceps. If we don't get an interview after this, then I quit. It's not worth the stress. But we did manage to get the security's attention, so the van had to leave. But it carried on driving as it had the important mission of spreading our message across London. Every big site in the city needed to see my campaign. From the London Eye, to Big Ben, to the Royal Albert Hall, which we're actually banned from. And every other landmark there is. But back at the BBC, I then spoke to this security guard, who told me that in all his years working at the BBC, he's never seen them interview anyone who's been waiting outside. So how long have you been working here for?
About 9 years.
9 years, and you've never seen them come out for enough?
Yeah, I don't know, they just don't do it. Sometimes we groups of about 300 people or more.
Well, I will be the first person they come out for in 9 years. What we stand for is so strong that I think we'll get the interview.
Sounds good.
See, my friend.
Sounds good.
Space.
Yeah, watch this space. First time in 9 years.
Yeah.
You might be thinking that this confirms I'm a shambolic fool with a creased shirt who was just wasting his time outside the BBC. And you're probably right, but I was still determined to prove everyone wrong. I was gonna get that interview if it's the last thing I did, so I paced back and forth in hopes that someone would give me an offer I couldn't refuse, but instead, the offer they gave me was far from appetizing. Unfortunately, so far, all we've been offered is a Zoom interview. And we've been stood outside the BBC for this long, so obviously we're not going to settle for that. So the best way to ask is by just telling them we're just out here. So I then messaged Sam from the BBC and gave him my demands. Hello, Samuel from the BBC. Thank you for your offer of a Zoom interview, and a Zoom interview would be all right, but I want to tell you my policies in person. I want to see the spark in your eyes when I say it to you, so it needs to be in person. And with those inspiring words being said, I got a phone call. Hello, Sam from BBC. If we can get a crew here and I get an interview in person, then I'll call off the siege.
Okay, I can confirm we can do an in-person interview. I just need to get a crew sorted so we can do it properly.
Thank you. We've done it. We've done it. Told you I could make it happen. We've done it, BBC. Thank you. I've got an interview. Yeah, it's happened. They just called me out right now. Thank you, security, for doing such an amazing job and not arresting me. I am over the moon, ladies and gentlemen. We have actually managed to get our own interview, not some natural little Zoom interview, an in-person interview with the BBC, and I am over the moon. I'm loving life. I then finally left the BBC as I had an interview to prepare for.
Yo, what?
An iron shirt, a suit jacket, Nike Tech fleece tracksuit bottoms, and most importantly, the children's glasses. All the ingredients for the most serious interview of the century for the most serious man. It's go time, ladies and gentlemen. Ready, yeah? I'm Niko Omilana, independent, supreme leader of the Niko Defence League, and your future London mayor.
What's the biggest threat facing Londoners today?
The biggest threat to London is our Prime Minister, Boris Johnson. If a man who can't even comb his hair properly is running our nation, then we truly have no hope. But a London under me will have equal opportunity. If a young BBC like myself can make it to the actual BBC, then that's what I want for all the young BBCs out there, to have their voices be heard.
How should London be policed?
Well, I actually plan to employ more policemen and put them straight into the Houses of Parliament, as that's where all the real criminals are. They need to be watched.
What would TfL look like under you as mayor?
Transport prices under me will be completely slashed. I mean, I took the train down here and I've gone bankrupt, it was that expensive. So those prices are going right down. And also stop blocking all the roads, you schmucks.
How will you help London recover from the pandemic?
I would do a lot.
Can you give us in 25 seconds what your pitch is to being mayor of London?
Should I be London mayor? What a stupid question. Of course I should. The system is broken for young people and I am the only man who can fix it. We aren't taken serious and it makes me sick. I have more knowledge, strength and integrity than any other candidate and more social media followers than all of them combined. The joke men. The people who run this country are unserious, and that's coming from someone wearing children's glasses. But I am taking action now. I have a message to our Prime Minister on behalf of every young person in our nation. Boris Johnson, shush.
So good, thank you, man.
Thank you, BBC.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
What?
My friends, we got the interview. I'm over the moon. We just told the Prime Minister to shush. Oh, man. I'll do anything for the nation. And that is how you finesse a national TV station into interviewing you. But with that being said, our first point on our manifesto is telling Boris Johnson to shush. If you want to vote for me and haven't registered to vote yet, the deadline is April 19th, so please register to vote now. Now! All the links are in the description.
Come on, man. This dude, bro, hey, undefeated. I'm telling y'all, there's nobody that's putting in the work like that. You know what I'm saying? Going that deep into things. I mean, there are people, but he's definitely somebody who deserves a lot of the attention. And he puts a lot of work into these videos and everything that they do. You know what I mean? Hey, has the Beta Squad channel just kind of went away? Y'all gotta let me know, bro. What's going on with that? Are we like just kind of done with it? I don't know. I haven't seen any videos pop up or anything. Let me know down below, all right? I love you guys so much, man. Thank you again for tuning in. It's been a blast. Big peace.